Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now. It is on GSL's Antigua Shipyard. JuGunYong, who I think we'll just be calling Yong for the remainder of this match, going to be taking on kzoAxis, who I believe we'll probably just call Axis, man. I'll tell you what, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. JuGunYong. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and just say it. Tell me if you guys think that I'm mispronouncing it, or if somebody out there does speak like either Korean. What is that? I think is that Korean or Chinese? Yong. That sounds kind of Chinese to me. I'm not sure. Alrighty, but it is going to be JuGunYong. He is spawning as our red Protoss player down here at the 5 o'clock position. Up here at the 11 o'clock it is Axis. He is spawning as the pink Terran, so yet another PvT coming at us right now. This will be interesting. Hey, it's Fino Spiffy out on the live stream. Alright, give that guy a high five, man. He deserves it. He took out Crusher. Good to have that guy playing in the tournament. But we do have our first racks going down here for Axis. Going to be in fairly decent time. He's got a partial wall off here with his single supply depot. Looks like back here in Yong's base, he is going to be working on his gateway in fairly decent time. And the gas going down here for Yong as well. Alright, so the refinery gone down here for Axis in very good time there, it appears. Let's take a look here. This barrack's going to be completing. I assume we're going to see our orbital command here shortly thereafter. Now, it is cross positions on this particular map because the GSL's version of this map does force the cross position spawn, which is nice. I think that I would like to see Blizzard kind of pick that up. I'm starting to doubt that it's super balanced in non-cross positions, but because you do have to expand towards your opponent, it can really kind of screw you up there just a little bit. And Cybernetics Core here going down for Yong in fairly decent time. He is going to be sending out his probe scout. Looks like he may be in trouble here. Going to be running up against a Marine. Of course, he does scout double racks going down as well as a tech lab, so that's good. Good intel there. That is nice to know. He is going to have to be worrying about a potential Marine Marauder push here momentarily. Now the Cybernetics Core completing here for JuGunYong. He does have his assimilator going down as well, his second, I should say. Good scouting here for Axis. Going to be cruising in here. Does see that second gas and then turns right around. He's going to go ahead and save this SCV's life. He knows what his opponent's doing here pretty much. There's only a couple builds you can be doing with this much gas this early in the game. Of course, that gas was not super early, that's for sure, but he did see the timing of it, so he knows about what to expect. And one of those builds is indeed Blink Stalker builds, or a DT build even, it could be. But let's see what Yong's going to be doing. He does have his Twilight Council going down. That will narrow down the potential builds here. My guess at this point is going to be Blink Stock, but it could very well be DTs, to be honest, because we'll see. It'll depend on... Wow. So it looks like it's probably going to be Blink Stalkers with robotic support. So that'll be nice because then he can use the observer to scout the high ground. He can blink up there. And this is a nice looking play here from Yong. So I'm actually pretty excited to see this go off. I haven't seen this in a while. This build is actually pretty cool. See, the last time I saw it, I think was C Calms doing it in a show match using, you know, Blink Stalkers up to the high ground on the back of a Terran's base. It can be super frustrating for a Terran, especially if they get it at just the right timing. There's a really good timing for a Blink Stalker build. Plus, they can kind of, you know, blink off to the low ground, and that it really can throw the Terran players for a loop. And good blink micro in general is good stuff. So we'll see how he's going to proceed from here. But back at his base, he's going to be tossing down 2 more gateways. So indeed, it is looking much to be like a Blink Stalker build, especially if he's getting blink. That's a good telltale sign. So we'll stop guessing at it and just assume that is the deal. Look at this. And he may, wow, it looks like he may be fairly wise to this. Okay, Mega Good Kid says we're going to do mono battles after the tournament, and so we shall. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Axis was camping there for just a moment, but looks like we are going to have a forward pylon Sending a probe up here to the high ground for just a bit. Now, just the one base here for Axis. He's not taking an expand. Of course, neither is JuGunYong. He's going to go ahead and go for his blink attack here. Going to cruise up that ramp there with that probe. Doesn't get much done. There is indeed a bunker at this position. Whole bunch of Marines here. Now, just Marines with the right combination of stalkers here. Maybe even a couple of, sentries mixed in can be super devastating. He should have just enough gas to maybe add 1 or 2 in here momentarily. But he is going to be cruising up here with his blink stalkers. He's got his observer headed over to this position. Looks like he may blink up here right next to the bunker. I kind of disagree with that, actually. But his blink micro is going to commence nonetheless. Going to go ahead and take down this supply depot. So his... wow, look at this. JuGunYong is going to go ahead and take his expand behind this attack. So he goes ahead, snipes one supply depot. You can see a second bunker going down here for Axis. Axis going to seriously beef up his defenses there. He could probably even put that a little bit closer over into this position here. That would help him defend this position here just a little bit better. But Yong doing a pretty decent job here. Looks like he's going to try and snipe this bunker. Is he going to get the snipe? No! Doesn't quite get it. And here comes your healing SCVs. They're going to go ahead and repair this sucker up. The bunker's still not going down. Wow, Yong having just a little bit of trouble taking down that dirty old bunker. Look at that, though. Good blink micro, though, keeping these stalkers in fairly decent health. And his expand going to be completing here momentarily. So he's done a great job with this attack so far. Let's take a look at units lost. Axis is indeed slightly behind there, but all in all, he's in pretty good shape. Economy's fairly even, not too much of a difference, except it is going to take a little bit of a jump here for Yong, I believe, but we'll see how Axis is going to respond to this. He's just massing up these Marines here. He did get +1 out on these units, as well as picking up a couple of these medevacs who are indeed about to get sniped. One of them goes down there very quickly. This one at half HP, a great snipe there from Axis. Wow, actually that was real, or from Yong. Very, very good control there. Super, super nice stuff. Look at that, range battles here. Sniping a couple of those Marines here and there. Looks like we are going to see a drop here momentarily from Axis. No, maybe not. Dropping all these guys back down in the main. And Yong trying to keep his opponent stuck on this one base. This is really, really nice play. Cruising back up here yet again. Interesting. Cool. So double medevacs here. Keeping these guys at least healed up, but looks like Yong going to have to start to transition here to his 2-base play, and I'm wondering what that's going to be. It looks like it is going to be Colossus. Guess we could have guessed that. But there it is. Now we know for sure. Colossus are going to be out on the field number 1, headed this way. Looks like Yong going to go ahead and back out here. I think he feels like he doesn't quite have the right amount of stalkers now to deal with this defensive army here for Axis. Now Axis pulling a whole bunch of SCVs. It looks like it is go time here. 2 more medevacs going to be joining this force, and he's going to cruise out here with a whole bunch of Marines. These Marines going to have a little bit of trouble here, I think, against this Colossus. I think this push from Axis is kind of a desperation push. I think he feels like he's behind. He's held in his base for too long. I think he probably wanted to take and expand. But, well, I mean, at this point, he's going to be pushing for a pretty close to all-in type push. I mean, you left a whole bunch of SCVs back here doing some mining, but he's not putting up an expand, so he's really going to be behind if he doesn't do the correct amount of damage with this push. So here it comes right here, right now. He's going to go ahead and scan. He does see the Colossus in there. That's not going to make him feel happy. I can tell you that right now. Yikes. Not happy times, and here comes Colossus number 2. These SCV is going to try and get in there. Oh, and there's the GG. Saw those. Double Colossus right there, man. Good force fields as well is going to funnel those guys in. And the GG instantly from Axis. Yes, indeed, I did just snap my fingers. Beautiful play there from JuGunYong. Taking it down in phenomenal style. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys here in just a bit. Wow, that was a great game.